A very good morning to the madam and the fellow friends. Today we're going to make a presentation for our final project regarding the topic of social media, and we're going to show our proposal on how do we solve the problems as stated in problem statement.
I'm here to present about the introduction of social media that have changed the way that we interact with each other. In the era of globalization, the advancement of social media has transformed and influenced our daily life through thoroughly. The internet has become part and parcel of our daily routine. All of the information, news, knowledge around the world is at everyone's fingertips. People can easily attain them by using all kinds of gadgets such as smartphones, iPad, laptop, and etc. This scenario triggers people highly attached or even addicted to the internet and social media. The strong penetration of the internet among students may determine their mental mindset and trigger a series of sequelae like psychological illness, siege mentality, and socializing problems. In the past decade, the evolution of internet has created a huge momentum to the interpersonal relationship and social interaction. It has built up an endless platform for all people to able to communicate without any obstacles. Apps like Facebook, WhatsApp, Telegram, and Twitter play a critical backbone to information transmission and data communication. However, with the change of time, the conveniences of internet are being abused and misused. Eventually, the internet and social media became the necessary evil, which has the cons more than pros to the human communication system in real life.
Okay, for problem statement, social media is currently causing significant distress among students at University of Athirah, Malaysia with regard to the issue of interacting and socializing with the others. So internet overuse can expose them to the problem of poor time management and academic failure due to the lack self-control. Due to their prolonged immersion in network life, particularly in MCO, they also begin to act introvert and refuse to make friends with the others. Additionally, they tend to be less social and not active and also have fewer friends. Many UM students also have grown, so they depend on their technology that is keep increasing, and it also difficult for them to maintain their their friendship in person and interact with the others. The emerge of social media had a very big impact on teenagers. So teenagers today choose to play video games all day and not hanging out with their friends anymore. And even worse, the majority of them have some what we call internet addiction. So we already have discovered this issue, and it's becoming more serious to the point where it is unsettling, and it also requires more diplomatic resolution. Thank you. This project have 5 main objectives. First, understanding the consequence of over-dependence on the internet and social media to UM students. Second, maintaining mental health and avoid them from mental illness. Third, cultivate a positive mindset in learning and also socializing. And fourth, enrich UM student lifestyle by taking positive activities. And the last one is enhance the cooperation between the UM authorities and the club and also organization in solving the students' problem.
Okay, next, we move to the next part, which is 4.0, recommended solution. To cope with the problem stated in part 2.0 earlier, our group have prepared 3 ideas that could reach the effect against this problem. So, first and foremost, invitation of counselors and experts to give a talk. Invitation of counselors and experts to give a talk regarding the importance of using social media wisely at spacious spaces that can accommodate many students at a time, such as Hazimshah Hall or other lecture halls at UUM faculties, so that the students have a greater personal space. We also can ask the invited panel to prepare a presentation slide that is simple but packed with prominent and fascinating contents for them to easily understand what the counselors really want to express. Instead of just giving the talk, we can work with several clubs and organizations to undergo some outdoor activities to attract their attention to listen to this talk. Examples of interesting activities that can be organized at outdoor places like learning to make your own coffee, book reading corner, body checking, and so on. This is to ensure to gain attention from the passerby and talk part of the talk indirectly. Besides, collaboration with clubs from SEFB or School of Economics, Finance and Banking, and SOC, which is School of Computing, to organize an entrepreneurship month program. Since the area in UUM is quite spacious, it is suitable to be used as a site for the entrepreneurship month program, where groups who want to undergo their business or servicing or selling products can open their booths within 1 month, as long as the items are not dangerous and can be used safely. This initiative is indispensable in order to provide an opportunity for all UUM students to step forward and attempt to discover their potentials and their favorites, as well as cultivate a positive business model in practical. By engaging in business, students can earn profits for themselves and even become possible occupations for them. We are creating this idea because many students like to face challenges nowadays. The third solution is creating a social app called Hey UUM for recognizing new friends and studying together. The invention of Hey UUM is to provide a buffer period for those UUM students who just begin their university life here and poor in socializing with others in person. Students who are first time living from their own houses will feel in adaptation and uncomfortable staying in UUM. And all of the scenarios make them reject having outdoor activities and lock themselves in the room alone. Hence, they start to undergo self-isolation and addicted to internet and social media. Here UUM app aims to create a general platform for chatting regardless of any races and religions. In this app also, a study mode is provided for users whether they want to study individually or study in a group. The implementation of this app is under control by UUMIT, which they have the right to investigate any harassment speech or the action of incorrect using apps.
After a long discussion with our members, we eventually select the idea 3 as our predominant solutions, which is creating a social app called Hey UUM to solve our problems. So now I'm going to introduce the feasibilities and features inside the app. When you open the Hey UM apps, the first page will come to a login page. UM students are required to use their official username and password given by UM to log in their apps. This is to protect their safety and privacy, especially their personal information, and avoid their daily activity being tracked by someone. Then you will come to the profile page. You require to put a photo, anything that you like, and a name. Name, you can whether to choose the real name or the nickname to protect your privacy. The pillow part is a space for you to write maybe some quotes that you like to show your personalities and their habits. If you don't want to write down these things, you maybe can choose the contact way, or which school are you, what major are you studying now, anything. After finish your profile, you will come to the front page of our apps. In our social apps, Hey UM, we are mainly focusing on the two features, which is communicating and about studying as listed by the problem statement. Hence, there's two main components in our features, which is the chat mode and the study mode. Well, these are all the features you can see inside the chat mode. At the right hand top, you can see the one bell shape. There is the notifications, and at the right hand of the bell shape, you will see a paper plane. There's the inbox message. You can make a conversation with your friend by texting the message. And in the middle, you will see that there's a like and comment spaces, or you want to make a pause, you can at the left hand of the bell, you will see the plus symbol, right? You click it, it will tell you to make a pause. And at the middle bottom, you will see search engines, and if you want to make a conversation with your friend using your voice, you can click the left bottom. You will see a group of people. This is the room who chat with others using your real voice, and above will show that the friend whether it's online or offline. So yes, as you can see, our features inside got a little bit similar to the Facebook's. In fact, yes,
we do purposely add this kind of features inside our chat mode is because we think that nowadays the Facebook, even though the Facebook are the most famous apps inside the Google Play Store, but we think that nowadays the Facebook already become a commercial items, which inside there got plenty of the advertisement, and at the same time they also got lots of social issues and the political news that students really don't want to touch it. So that's why we purposely create this platform, special for the UM students to share their thoughts, share their ideas. For example, today maybe you faced with a new lecturer curious, you can share your ideas. Your group's got lots of free ideas. Your assignments are lots. You hope someone can you want to share your thoughts, you want to share your feelings. This all can be made a post over there. And if you want to talk with people, you like to talk, right? So you can share your thoughts by clicking the left-hand bottom, the group of people to share ideas and to pick the topics that you like. For example, if you like the law, you just pick a room of regarding the law issue, social issue that is up to you. If there's no any room, maybe you can create by your own and put some people, strangers inside and ask about the opinions and have interactions. So I think that is the real platform, freedom platform for the student to talk. It's a good, positive way to socializing. You can share your ideas at the assumption that you don't make a harassment or hate speech lah. So I think this is the good platform so that the student can pick out their patience to socialize, at least to connect with other people. Now we're going to look about the features inside the study mode. Inside the study mode, they got the two options, whether you want to choose study with friends or you want to study alone. If you want to study with friends, we already create a study room for you, but it's in the live sessions. You're going to open your camera. And the reason we purposely do asking the student to open the live is we want to create a condition. It's called a echo chamber situations. The echo chamber situation is, for example, is in the library. You see all the students are reading books, do their own thing. Then you won't simply make the noise, right? So this is an echo chamber situation. Inside a course situation, try to modify or try to amplify the something's belief so that you won't against it. So at the same time, you open the live, you can supervise each other to avoid you getting lazy, to avoid you getting procrastinating. So if you think that this is quite embarrassed or you are feel shy, you can choose solo. Solo, we are provide you a Pomodoro timer, and the Pomodoro timer is kind of study method, which means that he include the lots of sections, which is study section and the rest section within your reading time. For example, if you are people who are less concentrations, you can pick 15 minutes for your work sections and 5 minutes for rest session and keep looping. 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. And once you press the start button, your whole full screen will going to log out and you're not going to click out and get into the other apps to avoid you getting lazy, right? So after your time is finished, for example, you set about 2 hours, right? Then after 2 hours finished, then your screen can open again.
Thanks, Alex, for explaining to us the description of HeyUM apps. Now, I'm going to explain the analysis of concept of our apps. First, we need to download the application through the Google Play or the Play Store. After installing the apps, we need to log in into our account by using the student ID and also the password. After logging in, we'll proceed to a profile page. In the profile page, we can customize our profile. We can choose the profile picture we like, and we also can set our nickname and also the quote that we like. After customize, we will come to a page to choose whether we wanted to study or chat. If we choose to chat, we can start chatting with our anonymous friends. If we choose to study, we will proceed to another page to choose whether you wanted to study alone or with your friends. If you wanted to study alone, we will provide you a feature called Pomodoro timer. You can focus your study by setting a timer with the lock screen functions. If you choose to study in groups, you will proceed into a live chat room. In there, you can have a live chat with your friends and discuss together with your friends.
Alright, so now we move to the next part, which is part 7.0, which is advantages of concept. As we all know, it is not an easy task asking people who are addicted to the internet to quit, especially since they are already lose the ability to socialize and communicate with others. Hence, social apps like HeyUM app play an essential role for them to make countless attempts until they are able to get involved in friend relationships again. Furthermore, new batch students also can use the apps to make new friends and recognize the same school seniors. It will be very effective in studying if they have a senior from their school if to discuss the questions or assignments given. Besides, the apps has no time limitation, making UUM students can undergo their revisions at any times with friends, no matter studying at morning or night. Undoubtedly to say, UUM students have to endure a huge pressure of countless assignments and handling their interpersonal relationship. Thus, they do really need a correct path to release their emotions through this app. Even though Facebook is the most famous app within the teenagers generation, but unfortunately, there is only a single digit of real friends in Facebook. The post sharing feature able UUM students to share their thoughts or comment in anonymous way, so that their real voice can be expressed completely. And at the same time, it is able to help a lot of students in releasing their emotions in life. In addition, Pomodoro timer is considered as the most effective studying method for those students who cannot focus studying for a long time. The customized setting provides an adjustment for everyone to get used to this app, which is HeyUM app. For instance, if the student is a strong self-disciplined person, then he or she may cancel the break time and have a straight 2-hour studying. Hence, I would say that the invention of HeyUM app will definitely help the students to get rid of the poor tendency of making friends problems.
Now, moving on to our last part. In conclusions, perhaps some of people thought that the new idea will deteriorate the whole problem, which will make it worse and worse. But what I want to say is, nowadays we can't keep using the old mindset over and over again and expecting for different results. The social app HeyUM that we create is crucial to cope with the problem that we're facing right now. We hope that our idea can be considered and implemented in the university environments. As we know, youth are the most valuable asset to one country. We must safeguard our youth stepping on the correct path so that they will not be jeopardized by the trend of the social media. That's for our presentations. Thank you.